One Little Spice is proud to present Magical Snack Corner. Alright, welcome to Magical Snack Corner. I am Julie.
And I'm Amy.
And today, this Magical Snack Corner is going out to everyone because we are talking about Dole Whips and how
Whips.
Could we not share Dole Whips with the world? How? I want more wasabi nuts. Why did you let me get something so good as a snack? If you've never had them, wasabi and soy almonds, to die for. Yo, it's time for Amy's Daily Dish. Amy, what's your dish?
Let's dish. Item 1. There's a new item at Storybook Treats in the Magic Kingdom. Peter Pan Float.
Whoop whoop.
It's a key lime...
Get it? Because Peter Pan floats. Ha 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 ha.
It's a key lime soft serve served in/on top of Sprite with a red-white chocolate feather, just like the one found in Peter's cap.
White chocolate.
Yes, it looks super tasty. So we may have, I don't know if we've mentioned this before, so key lime pie should not be dyed green. That's usually...
This doesn't look super green, does it?
That one, it does. In the natural lighting one.
I don't know, colorblind, I'm not good to judge.
It's, yeah. So, yeah. Real key lime pie is not dyed, like, minty green. It's not dyed green at all. It is basically...
Naturally very light
Yeah,
light
it's
green.
like a light green, almost yellowy, which is why people will dye it green. So the ice cream, or the key lime ice cream soft serve, is dyed green, but I still bet it's really good, and you can't complain because...
It's hard to tell, because in one of the pictures it looks like it's not dyed, but then the picture of them, like, holding it in the light, it looks like almost neon green, so who really knows?
The one that was clearly taken either on a counter or at a table inside the restaurant or wherever they served it.
Looks like it's the right color.
It looks whitish, like almost barely green, but the one that's clearly taken outdoors in a new Fantasyland is definitely that, like, fluorescent-ish, light fluorescent green that we think of when we think of not the best key lime pie ever. But what I was trying to say was that I bet it's still super tasty because it's... And we can't blame them for making it green because Peter Pan, they want it to be green. And I bet it's really hard to get that key lime pie, that classic key lime pie color
in an ice cream or
in
flavor
a soft serve.
In a soft serve without
exactly. And so they're just trying to, like, get across the green and Peter Pan. It sounds really
And I'm
tasty.
sure they probably didn't want it to be confused with the Dole Whip.
Yeah, or vanilla or anything like that. Item 2. We have an update from our last podcast. According to listener Maggie Lynn, the macaron on the macaron ice cream sandwich is perfectly cooked, being neither overcooked or undercooked, as we were concerned, Julie and I, when we were discussing it on the last Magical Snack Corner.
Yes, we were talking about it on a Magical Snack Corner. I was like, where did we talk about that?
Now, if you've had it yourself and you disagree and think it was way overcooked or way undercooked, totally let us know.
Because each batch comes out different.
Yeah, let us know on our various social media, such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook group.
Our email,
yes, email us.
You can leave a comment on this podcast on Podbean.
As well, yes. Talk to us, people.
Let us know.
We want to know what you're thinking.
We want to hear from you, our fans.
So that is it for our Magical Snack Corner's Daily Dish.
And now we get into the meat and potatoes. That would be really gross, mixed with what we're going to talk about now.
Yes.
But we are talking about our all-time favorite Disney snack, and I know it's a lot of y'all's favorite snack as well. The... drumroll, please. The pineapple Dole Whip. Alright, so I must say, I didn't even know this thing existed until my trip with Amy in 2013 when we went with Amanda.
Yes.
And Amy was talking about it all before we went, about how we had to have this magical Dole Whip, which they had at the Sunshine Terrace.
Well, okay.
When we went in 2013.
When we went in 2013, Aloha Isle was what is now the Sunshine Terrace, and what is now Aloha Isle was the Sunshine Terrace. So after we went in 2013, but before we went again, and before I went in 2014, I think it was, they switched locations because the Dole Whips were just way more popular than the citrus swirls. So they switched it because the lines for the Dole Whips were just crazy. They didn't have enough windows to make them. So they did a little switcheroo.
Because I remember I could get the Dole Whip or
Yes.
the orange one.
Yeah, at the Aloha aisle at the time, you could get the Dole Whip or you could get the citrus swirl. There was this big thing on the internet when they changed it because they closed it down for a while when they switched it over or something, and people were freaking out and they're going, "Oh my God, am I not going to be able to get my Dole Whip? What are we going to do?" And I, like, granted, I would be concerned too, but I was pretty sure it was going to open up again because that's what everyone said.
But yes, so where the Sunshine Terrace was is where I got my original. So apparently they sold it at the Sunshine Terrace
Yes, they
for a
sold.
while they were remodeling the
Yeah, I think.
Aloha Isle.
Yeah, I think you used to be able to get them
Yeah,
both places.
it says 4 now, and so what they did was they transitioned it over to the Sunshine Terrace,
Yes.
and then they just made that Aloha Isle, and then
Yeah.
the Sunshine Terrace became the Sunshine Terrace.
Yeah. They switched the locations after doing some transitioning so people would get it.
Aloha Isle.
So it was.
The Sunshine Tree Terrace, look at that.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically what they did was they transitioned it over to the Sunshine Tree Terrace because it was so popular, because the lines were so long at the other one, and they were like, well, that's clearly more popular than this ridiculous orange thing.
Which
Because-
is very good.
Which is also really good, but the pineapple Dole Whip is the thing to eat. So they transitioned it and flip-floppied them. Aw, and a little orange bird got littler.
They used to have an orange bird sign on the now Aloha Isle, formerly Sunshine Tree Terrace, and he's not there anymore.
He's on the new one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know the
He's
little-
just little on the new Sunshine Terrace
okay,
sign.
that's true. So he got littler. They should just kept the bird the same size and made the sign smaller.
Because nobody cares about the sign, they just care about the little orange bird. Well, we do anyway.
I love me some orange bird.
He's so cute.
Squeeze me. So I have a pitcher for pouring beverages that has orange bird on it. Orange board.
Amy's thinking they're small.
Yes. Orange bird on it, and he's saying little different things. And one of them is squeeze me.
And it's glass, and it was terrifying getting that home.
Yes, it was like, oh my God, is it going to make it home? It did. It's beautiful. I love it.
And I see it sitting on the corner of the shelf at Amy's house, and every time she has a birthday party or something, I'm always terrified that someone's going to knock it down and ruin it. It like, gives me anxiety.
Well, I will be moving it to, like, my apartment one of these days, so it will go with all my, like, tiki mugs.
So we have some interesting stories about Dole Whips that we probably shouldn't be sharing with the world because they might get us in trouble, but we're going to share them anyway. So for starters, you can get the Pineapple Dole Whip at Aloha Isle in Magic Kingdom, which is over in Frontierland, kind of next to the Aladdin Meet and Greet and the Magic Carpet Ride, if that's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it's delicious. And one of the cool things that you can do now with it is you can mobile order it, which is what Amy and I do, so we don't have to wait in the line. It's incredible.
It really is.
You place the mobile order, you say, hey, I'm here, and then they make it for you.
It's incredible.
It's amazing. We talked about this a little with Pandora and the Satuli Canteen. But you can also do it at Aloha Isle. And several other places. You can do it at Pecos Bill, which I always thought was Pecos Bills. But that's wrong. All right, so it comes in a few different varieties as well as a new variety. So originally you used to be able to get the pineapple float, which was pineapple Dole Whip and pineapple juice.
Delicious.
So for anyone who doesn't know what a Dole Whip is,
Yes.
it's basically pineapple soft serve ice cream.
But it is dairy-free.
Exactly. It's more of like a soft serve sorbet,
That's a good way to put it.
because sherbet's the one that has cream in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorbet. And it's magical and delicious and amazing and wonderful, and it's not too sweet, but just sweet enough and to die for. So they also have the just plain pineapple Dole Whip cup, which is your choice of pineapple Dole Whip or swirled with vanilla soft serve, but why?
Some people really like the swirl, and I respect that.
I
but
feel
they're
like
wrong.
I feel like with the orange one, I would get the swirl because then it would be more like an orange creamsicle.
Yes.
But why ruin a good thing with the Dole Whip?
Some people really like it with the Dole Whip. I am just all about the Dole Whip, no vanilla.
Do you know what would be awesome if they had coconut soft serve? A coconut and pineapple swirl.
As I've said on probably a previous podcast.
Yeah, literally the one that we just
Yeah,
recorded.
the one we just recorded. So whenever this comes out in relation to that, you could put pineapple on pretty much anything
Coconut.
edible. Yes, you're right. You could put coconut on like anything, and I'll try to eat it.
So, in Magic Kingdom, you cannot get it with alcohol.
However, you, not officially, but you used to be able to sneak in nips and put it in your Dole Whip. But now that they not only search your bags, but send you through a metal detector, and nips have little metal things on it, that's not really something you can do. So we have done it in the past. We can't do it anymore. But, you know, it was something awesome, so we'll tell you about it.
So we're going to tell you about this story because it was really cool, and sadly we cannot sneak alcohol into the park anymore. But it doesn't really matter because now you can have alcohol anywhere in Magic Kingdom anyway.
Well, not
as long
anywhere,
as it's a table service. Anyway, so what we did once was we brought in 2 little nips of coconut rum.
Yep, I snuck them in.
And it was our last day of the trip, so we waited until the very end because just in case.
It was still 10:30 in the morning.
Until it was 10:30 in the morning. And we got the Dole Whip float so that the rum would blend nicely with the pineapple juice.
I think we got used coconut rum.
Malibu coconut rum. Mm-hmm. So we... Oh, this story always makes me smile.
Oh, it's fun.
So we were sitting down, and next to us were these 2 adorable little older ladies. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of looked over at us, and we weren't really... We were trying to be as discreet as possible, so we weren't really paying attention to our surroundings, so we didn't really see that they were watching us.
Fun fact, being discreet, just do it. Don't pay attention, just do it. Because otherwise you look like you're hiding something.
Exactly. So, we pour our Dole Whips. Nope. We pour our rum into our Dole Whips and take a sip, and the ladies next to us just start chuckling. So we look over to them, and they were like, yeah, good job, girls.
They approved.
Even though it was 10:30 in the morning. And they were like, yes, that is the way to do it. And they were just so proud of us, and it was so cute and so adorable.
It really was.
And they were like, ha ha ha, we would have done that too when we were your age. And it was just that kind of like nod that you get, like the nod of approval.
That time, it was okay.
That understanding that like, yeah,
yes,
good for you.
Good for us.
So that was super fun, but unfortunately we cannot sneak alcohol into the park anymore. But that's okay. Because in other parks, you can get it with rum in it.
Also, you can get it at Captain Cook's in the Polynesian, and there's a bunch of bars, so I guess theoretically you could get a shot and be like, whoop.
I think you can also order it probably
You're right.
at the bar upstairs.
Yeah,
and
I'm pretty
get it from.
sure, at Trader Sam's.
Because I know at Animal Kingdom, you can get it with dark rum or light rum.
Yes. And at either Trader Sam's Grog Grotto, or it might be exclusive to the terrace outside that you go sit at when the Grog Grotto is full. Grog Grotto being the tiki bar.
And then you meet awesome people like La Tavra.
Yes. And
I have that picture. I saved that, so I'll save
Excellent,
that. I'll share that
excellent.
this time. Well, or whatever.
I can't remember if it's exclusive to the terrace or you can get it inside, but you can get a drink that is basically a Dole Whip blended with rum.
Yum.
But it doesn't come in a Sylvanir.
I'm sure you can get it inside or outside, though. That'd be silly if you could only get it one.
Yes. But yeah, so that's another place where you can get alcohol in your Dole Whip.
I think you can kind of get a Dole Whip with alcohol in it anywhere except Magic Kingdom now.
Well, yeah, they don't have it in MGM/Hollywood Studios.
No, they just have the orange one.
Yes.
You're right.
But there's a lot of other places, and they figured out...
And they do have the Dole Whip during Food and Wine.
Yes, during Food and Wine they
Epcot.
have one, and during the Flower and Garden they usually have one. In fact, at the Flower and Garden...
Usually at the festivals, because the refreshment port has the extra editions that they don't normally have.
Yeah, hold on, I had a picture. Oop, there it is. So, where did
to get it served on a crow sandwich.
Okay, so during the Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot, at the Pineapple Promenade, they have usually 3 or 4 different variations of the Dole Whip. One of them just obviously being like the Dole Whip. The others usually being variations involving alcohol poured on aforementioned Dole Whip.
Tell me about them.
I will tell you about them. It's a really tiny picture. Let me see if I can make it bigger.
You can do it. You can do it. Cinderella, you can do it. I don't know if those are the words.
It's close enough. Okay.
I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
There was 3 Dole Whip or quote-unquote pineapple soft serve. Pretty much everywhere outside of the Magic Kingdom and the Polynesian Resort, they do call it pineapple soft serve, but it is
Even
the
in
Dole Whip.
Animal Kingdom?
I believe so. People call it Dole Whip. But it is Dole Whip, so. So they have the pineapple soft serve, aka Dole Whip, just as is. They had pineapple soft served, aka Dole Whip, served with Sammy's Beach Bar Red Head macadamia nut flavored rum. There was a lot going in with that. That's why I'm like staring at it.
I'm sorry, can you
it.
say that one again? 10 times fast?
Sammy's Beach Bar Red Head macadamia nut flavored rum. It's really hard to remember all those things. So macadamia flavored, macadamia nut flavored rum. And then they have pineapple soft serve, aka Dole Whip, with Parrot Bay gourmet rum. It says gourmet. I didn't think Parrot Bay was particularly gourmet coconut rum. Oh, it doesn't say gourmet rum. I'm being silly. It says Parrot Bay coconut rum.
Where did you get gourmet? Were you thinking about the gourmet tomatoes?
I was thinking about the gourmet tomatoes, and this is a really blurry photo. They also have pineapple hard cider, which I've had. It's really tasty. I don't know if I've had that pineapple hard cider, but I had some the other day. It was
really
delicious.
good.
So, like, you know, that would be an interesting Dole Whip. Ooh, okay. So
My phone ding. Did it ding, or am I just...
So we need to go to, when we go do Flower and Garden, we need to get just the basic pineapple soft serve Dole Whip, and then the pineapple seltzer. I mean, not seltzer, pineapple cider, and make our own Dole Whip.
We also need to get pineapple Dole Whip served on a cronut, because they do the vanilla soft serve on a cronut, and I really want the Dole Whip
We can
on
make
a
it
donut.
happen, even if we have to buy
Or
a
if we have to
cronut,
buy a cronut and buy
buy
Dole
Dole
Whip
Whip.
separately and just plop it on.
We'll do that. We're going to do it, kids.
I think we should just have like a magical snack corner where we make our own creations and share them with the world and tell you how to make them.
Yes, that would be delicious.
Perhaps after we're done with our food and wine segments, that will be our next segment. How to make your own creations in Disney and be awesome. All right, so the newest addition that they have, well, aside from the magical Dole Whip donut in Disneyland, but the newest addition that they have in Magic Kingdom, and let me tell you, this is also amazing, is the pineapple upside down cake.
Topped with Dole Whip.
Topped with pineapple Dole Whip.
So we're talking like a full-size pineapple Dole Whip, not a little dollop.
Yeah, so we'll show you a picture of this, but it's a good size individual pineapple upside down cake with probably a good 4 or 5 inches of Dole Whip on top of it.
Yeah, like we're not talking like a dollop.
A
like
dollop. It's like a full serving of pineapple Dole Whip on the top of this thing. And the first time we tried this, it was 28 degrees in Magic Kingdom, and we didn't even care.
Yeah.
I lied. That was the second time we had it. We had it the first time in October, and it was 1,000,000 degrees. So, this is so good that on our trip in January, when it was 28 degrees in the Magic Kingdom, we still ate one.
It was warmer here at home in Massachusetts.
And granted, only by like a few degrees, but
it was still warmer.
it was warmer in Massachusetts. Just
Then
like
it
it was
wasn't-
warmer here than it was in Miami today.
Yes. So, but we were like, yeah, we want this frozen dessert. Get out of our way. We're going to eat it. Now,
And we did not leave any Dole Whip behind.
No. Or any pineapple.
Well, of course.
Upside down cake. So the pineapple upside down cake, a lot of people are like, oh, it should be served warm. It's Florida. Don't serve anything warm because it's usually not warm enough to deal with, cool enough to make that wonderful. But it is not served warm. It is served room temperature, which is good. And as the Dole Whip starts to melt, it melts into the bottom part.
And then you just get
Yes,
just
into the
soaks
bottom
it
part
up
of the
and- oh my
pineapple
God.
upside down
It's
cake.
so
and
delicious.
so the pineapple upside down cake has like a ring of pineapple on it, like you would traditionally see, and a little cherry. And it's just so amazing and wonderful.
It really is.
and-
Like, we were concerned that it wasn't going to be a traditional upside down cake.
Yeah, it was
and
one
it
of those-
was amazing.
we were like, okay. So we
We're obviously going to try it because anything that involves a Dole Whip, we're going to try.
Yeah, we were definitely planning on trying it, and we did, and now it's our favorite Dole Whip. Like
It really is. Like,
Yeah.
I love me a plain Dole Whip, and I love me a Dole Whip with some alcohol.
Yeah.
But Dole Whip, and I gotta say, as of right now, it's my favorite one because Dole Whip on a cronut might be a close second. Probably not.
No, I don't think so. We need to make these at home and put out
I
the ball
actually have little pineapple-shaped pineapple upside-down cake.
And I have Dole Whip mix and a soft serve machine.
Oh, you have like a... Ooh.
Well, not the super fancy one of the ones that's like a regular, you have to freeze the core in the freezer, but it has like a hole in the bottom, and when it's done, you can be like... That's what soft serve machines sound like.
True.
I really hope that recorded.
It looks like it did.
Yay.
Or you can just hear the air conditioning in the background, and perhaps that was...
So, every so often, they will do Dole Whips in a cute little souvenir cup or mug sipper thing for the Dole Whip floats. They did that several years ago. I'll find it. They did that several years ago, but they sold out really quick, so I don't... Here's the sipper. Oh, there's the sipper. You see the sipper? Okay,
Is it like tiki mug-esque?
Yes, it's
Oh,
tiki
that's
mug.
so cute.
And this is a bad picture, but that is the bowl. Like, I need that bowl in my life. If anyone has a Dole Whip souvenir, like, tiki bowl that they want me to have, I would like to have it.
And if you have one for me too, I'd want one too. That's awesome.
Yes. The only thing that could make Dole Whip better is if somewhere coconut was involved.
I'm telling you, coconut soft serve.
I know. So, now, in Disneyland, they do Dole Whip a little bit differently.
Oh,
To begin with...
I forgot about this. Oh my god, and Amy recreated...
Did
I tell you?
No.
We sell tahini at Wegmans.
Yes. So we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But first off, they serve it with a cute little cocktail umbrella. We're all familiar with those. With a cherry sticking out. It's wonderful. It's magical. Disney World, do it.
Also, the image for our Magical Snack Corner logo is a Dole Whip.
Yes, it
but
is.
figment colors.
Figment color Dole Whip.
What
So
flavor would figment Dole Whip be?
it would still be pineapple. It would just have
That
magical...
that would be weird. Pink pineapple.
It would still be pineapple. It would just...
I feel like figment needs to have a different color.
It would be pink pineapple. They make pink pineapples.
Amy, be more creative.
Pineapples are pink.
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
Looking it up.
Amy's trying to find a pink pineapple to prove me wrong. I don't think she's... I don't believe it. So Disney also, with this umbrella and cherry, started giving you a teeny tiny packet.
Okay, so
Okay,
granted...
so I'm sorry. So is it real or is it dyed pink?
Okay, granted, some of those are Photoshop, but I'm pretty sure pink pineapple's a thing.
So don't search images. Search like real
I did, but
web.
I wanted the shock value.
Well, the shock value is nothing. If I have a degree in graphic design, I can tell that the Photoshop is photoshopped. So, like I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted with Amy's pink pineapple pictures. Try saying that 10 times fast. They started to give out little packets of tahini with the pineapple Dole Whips that they serve in California. And if you don't know what tahini is, it is a chili, lime,
Salt.
spice, if you will. It's amazing and magical. And so for our trip to Disney World in March. So when we went for the Flower and Garden Festival, Amy was like, oh my god, we need to try this. This is amazing. So we bought teeny tiny little containers of it and brought them with us and sprinkled our own tahini on our Dole Whips, and it was absolutely delicious.
I regularly put tahini on actual pineapple at home because it's delicious.
Now
No.
that you have it.
Yep.
Also, if you are making Mexican street corn,
Yep.
it is also delicious addition on that. So it's mayo,
That cheese.
Quijota,
That cheese I can never pronounce.
Quijota, I don't remember what it is.
So, update on the pink pineapple. It's real, kids. It's real.
Is it real, or is that just a picture?
It is real.
On it.
But it's from Delish.
Fake
but
news.
they'll look more like the photo below, featuring pale pink skin and not the doctored images that show off the outer parts.
I know,
So
but I need to know more about this pink pineapple and how is it pink.
the pineapples were not genetically engineered, just like the pineapples were quote unquote engineered, meaning in this case cross pollinated, to produce lower levels of the enzymes already in conventional pineapples that convert the pink pigment lycopene to the yellow pigment beta-carotene. Lycopene is the pigment that makes tomatoes red, watermelons pink, so it is commonly and safely consumed. Is that enough?
I mean, I guess for the podcast, but I really want to know. I want to make pink pineapples. What was I searching, Amy? What were we talking about before the pink pineapples?
Tahine.
Mexican
It's been
All right, so you'd think it'd be pronounced cotija cheese, but it's pronounced cotija. And it is named after a town in Mexico. And it is that magical crumbly Mexican cheese that you add to all your fun things. And it is what you add to your Mexican corn, and then you sprinkle the tahine over it, and it is magical. Which might also be pronounced tagine, because cotija is pronounced that way, so who knows?
So it's a magical addition that you can get readily available in Disneyland, but you must bring your own in Walt Disney World. Step it up, Walt Disney World.
Sorry, so you can enjoy this Dole Whip with the tahine in Disneyland.
Yes.
But you have to bring the tahine yourself to Disney World to enjoy it. And you can get it at Wegmans. And probably other grocery stores too.
And the internet, because that's where I got mine. So there's lots of fun recipes on the internet for making your own Dole Whip.
Don't do it.
No, well, feel free to do it. But it's not obviously not exactly the same, but it'll bring you some magic.
That's what I'm saying. Someone shared that Canopy Lake Park has Dole Whip. I won't eat it if it's not in Disney. I won't do it.
I will.
Unless we make it. I won't do it. It's not a Dole Whip if it's not from Disney.
To Julie, a Dole Whip is only a Dole Whip if it's in Disney. Or if I make
or
it
if we
from
make
the
it.
approved Dole Whip mix, because we know that's the actual mix. I can prove it. I have
And
the
because
container.
we're making it for our Disney podcast.
Yes. But even that, she's a little salty about.
But I approve that much better than eating it at Canopy Lake. Although...
Not that there's anything
I
wrong
love
with eating
Canopy
it
Lake.
at Canopy Lake. Julie, I would eat it at Canopy Lake. I just don't get to go to Canopy Lake anymore. I would.
They have Oktoberfest.
That's
And by
true.
Oktoberfest, it's a Halloween festy fest.
Yes.
Fright Fest? I don't know what it's called.
Some sort of fest. But yeah, so there are other places you can get Dole Whip in the world, but it's not quite the same. One place that you can get Dole Whip in, that it is exactly the same, and I think it is the only actual exception outside of Disney World that Julie would approve of, is at the Dole Plantation in Hawaii.
Oh, absolutely. Of course. Hands down.
I was waiting
Sorry,
for Julie to be
so
like,
when are we going
no.
there?
I was waiting for you to be like, no, it's not the same.
I mean, it's not, but it's the Dole Whip Plantation in Hawaii, and I paid good money to go to Hawaii, so we're going to eat some.
Oh, yeah.
Hypothetical money. We haven't been to Hawaii
Yeah,
yet.
no. Michael's been to Hawaii, and we're going to go eventually, and I told him we have to go to the plantation, and
I swear, if you go without me.
if I go to Hawaii, I'm going to the Dole Plantation, and I'm having Dole Whip.
Do you think they sell Dole Whip at the Hawaii stand?
Oh.
In Epcot?
I
For
don't
Food and
think
Wine?
I don't think so. I think they just have it at the pineapple one, because they have a specific pineapple one.
For Flower and Garden.
Flower and Garden. I think the Dole Whip is at the refreshment port during Food and Wine.
Oh, I know it is, but you'd think that they'd put it in.
Oh yeah, you would. Especially since it is Hawaiian, theoretically, in origin.
I have my 2013 passbook somewhere.
Did you know that pineapples are a bush-type plant, not a tree?
I did know that. Do you know why I knew that? Because I had the Sims game for my PlayStation Portable, and I grew pineapple out of a little shrub. And I had a monkey named Hank.
I used to have a little pineapple plant.
Our figment ears are so much better.
I think, like, a pineapple actually takes, 2 years to grow.
That charcuterie cone was really good. Oh, that's the other thing that we got when I was in a wheelchair.
Let's see,
Does Hawaii not exist anymore?
So, Dole Whip, being that everyone loves them,
Hawaii.
is starting to show up.
Ooh, they have pineapple wine. Why didn't we try that?
Dole Whips are starting to show up in merchandise now. T-shirts that say things like, I love my Dole Whips.
In Disney or in real life?
Both, but I'm referring specifically in Disney. They have this cute little vinyl figurine set that you can get now. It's like like those mystery packs where you open one and it's like, what's inside? You don't know, but it's like one of these 15 items. So buy 47 of these, so you might possibly get all of them / the single one that you want.
So is that what we're doing next trip?
Maybe.
I
We'll
know
find
what
out.
Dole
But
Whip
they
feels
have
like, so I will search my fingers through.
Yes. They have,
I
they
did-
have little Dole Whip ones.
I got a little Funko Pop keychain, mystery keychain, and
Yep.
it turned out to be Harry Potter from the Triwizard Tournament.
So you know how they have
So he's on my keychain now.
you know how they have the pin packs where it's like 5 mystery pins and whatnot?
Yep.
My cousin Karen bought 2 packs, and between the 2 packs, she got all of them.
She would be that lucky.
I know, it's crazy, and the best part was that it was literally. She could only find like one more pack. She was like, "Oh, I need to." She bought the first pack, assuming there were like tons places, and they weren't. We were looking and looking. We finally found one in our gift shop at the hotel. And she opened it, and it finished off her set and had an extra little pin there, and it was amazing because it was the last one. We had searched all day for more, which is crazy. That never happens. That never happens to anyone. That never even happens to Karen. It was just that one time. It'll never happen again. They've actually started making a Dole Whip plushie. I need this plushie.
Does it have a face?
It does have a face.
So cute.
It's super cute.
Can we get a Dole Whip emoji? Dear Apple.
Dole Whip emoji. But it's super cute. It
It's so
has a
happy.
face on one side and a
It says
hibiscus
aloha.
flower and aloha on the other side. There's a t-shirt that says "Watch Me Whip," and it has a picture of a
I'm doing
anthropomorphized Dole Whip,
A Dole with whip arms and legs. A Dole Whip with arms and legs.
which the fancy word is anthropomorphized.
We just wanted, everybody to understand.
Oh, they used to make a different Dole Whip, or that might be I don't know if these are the dog toy ones, but the new Dole Whip. No, that was a cupcake. Never mind. I lied.
Julie, edit that shit out.
They make a Dole Whip air freshener.
Whoa, I need that.
It looks cute, except it's the twisted Dole Whip, not the regular one.
What?
It's the Dole Whip twist, not the regular one.
What's a Dole twist?
With the vanilla.
Oh.
Just gonna put that right there. Yeah,
Is
that's
that
right.
a chipmunk dressed as a pineapple?
That is Chip, or Dale.
How do you know it's Chip?
It's Dale.
How do you know?
No, it's Chip. 'cause
It's
he's
the
got
nose.
The red nose. He's got the red nose.
I can't tell the difference because their noses look the same color to me.
Okay, it's Dale because Dale has the red nose.
Are you sure?
And yes. Chip and Dale, Rescue Ranger. Chip and Dale.
What is Mickey dressed as? Rescue Rangers. I want to see the Mickey. What's he dressed as?
Oh.
That one. Minnie. Sorry, Minnie.
Minnie is dressed as a cute little chef. The little chef's hat.
Are they Sumis?
Yes, they're Tumis. I can never pronounce them.
Tsum?
What is this?
It is Dale. It says Dale. It says Dale, Amy.
This is Dale. It was Dale. Because Dale has the red nose.
Cool. What are the other ones?
Bam.
Dale, the red-nosed chipmunk.
Tig. Oh, he's winking.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
I believe that is a duck of some sort.
It is Minnie Petchule.
You're right.
Peluche?
Yes. There's Chip, but not dressed as a pineapple. I bet they have one of Chip.
No, Dale's the one that's dressed as a pineapple.
Yes, I'm saying I bet they have a Chip that's dressed
Oh,
as a pineapple.
Jumba!
Owl.
Okay, so back to...
Yes, sorry,
So-
distraction. But it was super cute. So
We have another podcast to record tonight, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get this out so we can wrap this up.
Okay.
So Disneyland also now has a Dole Whip donut, which is not actually called a Dole Whip donut. It's called some sort of like pineapple Dole Whip surprise or something like that. It's not actually marketed as a Dole Whip donut, but it is a donut, and it is filled with a magical pineapple cream filling. And then it is topped with a pineapple glaze as well as like a marshmallow
topping.
meringue topping. And it is served with a teeny tiny little umbrella.
Yes. And it's actually filled with a pineapple marmalade and cream filling, so kind of like
Yeah.
two fillings inside.
Yeah.
We talked about it in either our first or our second podcast. It was either my first when it was Amy's News on the Nines, or my second when it was Amy's News on the Line still.
Yes, so it was in one of our earlier episodes, so if you've been listening all this time, awesome, and if you haven't, go back and listen, and then you'll know what we're talking about. But that is awesome, and they absolutely need to bring that to Disney World, because that is a donut I can get on board with.
Yeah, me too.
That sounds amazing. Oh, the other thing that I have to say is that they now have a Magic Photo Pass option
Yes.
that is a pineapple Dole Whip, and
It's giant.
So it's hilarious because
It's-
Amy and I knew about it before it was really a thing in the park. It was kind of like a test market. So we grabbed a PhotoPass person.
In the area that they said this is where you could find them.
And we grabbed her and we were like, hey, can we have this picture? We know there's this Dole Whip. And she's like, oh, I've never done it before, but I can try for you guys. So Amy and I spread apart so that a giant Dole Whip will fit in between the two of us. And we take this picture. And then it was our last day of the trip. So on the way to the airport, the photo shows up and it's just Amy and I with a giant space in between us looking really awkward. And so for probably about a year, it stayed that way. Year and a half since
Yep.
October. Was it October that we did? I think it was in October.
I think it was October, 'cause it
And
was
then the other day I finally decided that I was going to call Disney and be like, hey, can we get this Dole Whip put back in our picture? And the Disney PhotoPass people were super awesome, and now we actually have the picture of the Dole Whip in between us. Next time, now that we know what it looks like, we will be way more animated with our Dole Whip picture.
So I thought you photoshopped it in. I honestly did. I didn't realize you called Disney on that.
Nope, I called Disney and they put it in for
I
us.
love it. I love it.
So that was super awesome. Thank you, awesome Disney PhotoPass magical people.
So I noticed someone posted their photo, their Dole Whip photo, now that it's functional, and it cut out their child. Like there was
like the
three
kid in
kids.
the middle.
There was 3 kids, and it cut out the little one in the center. And I guess you could see. I can't remember it
His, like,
exactly.
arms or
but you
something?
could see his like arms sticking out or something like that. And all I could think is, did the PhotoPass photographer
Do that on purpose?
take the pineapple Dole Whip by accident or do it on purpose and not realize how big it was going to be? So a lot of the PhotoPass photographers are really good photographers. A lot of them are not.
I've only seen like 2 or 3 that haven't been.
Okay.
Most of them are very good.
Most of them are pretty good, but there are a few that are either maybe they haven't learned the camera yet. I don't know.
Photography is an art, as is any art
Yes.
form. So you can know how to use a camera and not be able to capture the magic the way really good photographers can.
Yes.
And luckily, a lot of photographers in Disney know how to do that, and it's awesome. And there are a select few that don't, or you're not centered in the picture, and you can kind of crop it out, and it's fine. But
I feel like
as a photographer, I'm very particular with my photographs, and 90% of the Disney PhotoPass people are amazing.
yes. I feel like more and more they're getting, I don't want to say better quality photographers, but they're at, because, photography's, you can learn it to a certain point, but some of it's just like
Like anything that's like a tripod picture,
yeah.
easy. No
Yeah.
matter what. You just snap a
Yeah,
picture.
exactly.
Easy peasy. You don't move it. It is what it is.
But I feel like they're training them more on the camera and how to take, how to take different photos that guests may request from that particular spot and all that a little better than they have in the past. Because I feel like our overall the photo quality has been going up.
You know who took awesome pictures of us?
Latara.
Latara did. I think I forgot to save those.
Oh my god.
I think I saved it too, like a few. I saved like the really cute ones.
Okay, like the
Us pulling.
yes. Okay, good.
So, that is all we have to say about Dole Whips. You'll see that this magical snack corner is a little bit longer than the others.
Because Dole Whips.
So we love Dole Whips, and we want to hear all about how much you love Dole Whips. So please share your pictures and stories about how much you love Dole Whip in our Facebook group on Facebook. That was redundant, but join our Facebook group and tell us all about your Dole Whip experience, because we want to hear about it. And that concludes this magical snack corner. And just remember, every recipe starts with one little spice. And Julie, if it's not longer than the others, please edit this portion out.
Hey Julie. What's that smell?
I'll be talking to future Julie.